Alright guys, so in this video we're going to finish off the tail lights on the rear bumper and the one right above the trunk over here. Shouldn't be too much of a work, but it might actually take a while. So before we actually begin, let's go back to the tail lights we actually finished off, which is going to be this one right here. Let me just take this, go into edit mode, select everything and press period to zoom in. So I'm going to hide the glass, and before I do anything else, let me enable this for you guys real quick. And I'm going to hide this as well. So let's take this one, and then let's click on object and select shade smooth. I'm going to hide that. Now I'm going to take this one as well, do the exact same thing, click on object, select shade smooth. Let me try doing this and see. Yeah, so recalculate the normals, because I think the normals were facing the other side. So just press Shift and N to recalculate the normals. And now let's get on finishing the lights on the back. So we're gonna begin with this area right here. Let's go into edit mode of the rear bumper, and let's see. If we take a look at the rear bumper over here, you can see it dips in a little bit before we have the glass sticking out on the surface here. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do with this. So we're gonna take this vertex right after one on the surface. We're gonna take this one right here. Just hold on Alt and right click to select all of that, and then press Shift and D to duplicate it. Right click and press P to separate the selection. Now get out with that and take the new edge loop right here, which is this one. There we go. We're gonna create the interior first before we actually create the glass on the surface. So what we're gonna do is, let's go into edit mode. Let's take, I think we're in edit mode. So let's take all of this. We're gonna press E and then extrude this in the y-axis. We're gonna extrude it all the way back to about here, not too far inside. So up to about this point over here, and I want to take everything, and let me just press Control and A, and I want to apply the rotation and scale. And what I'm going to do now is to go back into edit mode with the pivoting point set to median point. We're just going to scale this a little bit down, just a little bit down, like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is, let's go into edit mode real quick. I'm going to press Control and R through here, and I'm going to add in left click to add in a loop cut all the way to this point. Now these two here is going to be the thickness of our glass, or maybe the length, or the thickness of our glass. So let me just press G twice and move this out just a little bit more, like that. Alright, so that is looking great. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take all of this edge, press V to separate it, to rip it off the other one. So if I select this object here, you can see it's a separate object from the one we have on the other side. Alright, so now that we have this, we're going to take only that object. I want to press the division sign on the numpad to go into local view. Okay, this is what we have now. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all of these ones. Let's hide it for now. Or let me press P and separate the selection, and now I'm going to hide it in object mode. Alright, so let's go into edit mode of this one. What I'm going to do next is, I think this might actually be sticking too much inside, so let's just bring it out just a little bit, like that. And I think that should be good. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to take these two, and I'm going to press F all the way. Okay, that is not enough vertices, so let me see. I think we need one more over here, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, we need one more over here, so I'm going to pull it close to it like that. Alright, there we go. Even though I don't know why this side is sharp, shouldn't be sharp, but I have no clue why, but we're just going to leave it like that. Alright, so let's take these two now. Let's press F all the way to that point. Alright, nice. So I want to take everything and press Shift and N to recalculate the normals very nicely like that. And there we go. So recalculating the normals actually fixed that issue. Now what I'm going to do now is to go into edit mode again. I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. I'm going to press E and then F, and I'm going to bring this back close to the back area like that, and that should be looking good. I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to take all of these ones now. I'm going to press I to insert the faces just a little bit like that, and I'm going to press I again, insert it in just one more time, or maybe undo that. Don't insert it for the second time, just once. And now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Alright, so that is looking great, as you can see. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take everything, press Shift and N to recalculate the normals, and right now the normals is actually facing this side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this menu up, and we're going to toggle inside so that it brings it on the inside instead of the outside. Alright, so there we go. Now I want to click on Object and select Shade Smooth, like that. Alright, that is looking good. Now I think one more thing we have to do is, let me see. Let me take, let's add in a solidify modifier instead. I don't know if that is a good idea, but yeah, it might as well work. So I don't know if the solidify modifier is a good idea. Okay, let's add in a solidify modifier. So just go over to let's remove both shrink wrap modifiers. We don't need those, or maybe we do, I'm not sure. Do we? Let me see. No, we don't. So let's get rid of both shrink wrap modifiers and let's add in a solidify modifier. Alright, so clearly it's going the other way. So what we're going to do now is to recalculate the normals so it goes the the inverse way, whatever you want to call that. So let's just reduce the thickness down now to something like let me try. Okay, so this drops it to 0, so let's try 0.001. I don't know if that is too thick, but let's press Ctrl and R through here and press E, align it with this side, and let's bring it close. Let's see how thick that is. Alright, not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad. I don't know if I should add in some more, but I think I might. Or what we can actually do is let's get rid of the solidify modifier, right? Let's take all of this and let's just press F and then I to insert the faces, alright, to some point about here. I think that thickness should be good, pretty sure. And I want to press E and then Y, extrude this in just a little bit like that. I want to press E and then Y again, extrude this in just a little bit more. I want to press E and then Y, extrude this in even further, like that. So this is what we have so far. Now I want to press X and delete the faces. Alright, so that is good. Now all that I'm going to do next is, let me take all the ones back here. That is from, I'm going to take all of these and hide it. And I'm going to take all of that, press X and delete the faces. Now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Alright, so now I'm going to take these two over here instead. I'm going to press F all the way to the other side, like that. And that should be good. Alright, so I'm going to go in here now. I'm going to press Ctrl and R over here and add this in very close to the end, like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to press I to insert the faces. I don't know why it's not inserting, but let me try that again. Alright, there we go. So just insert it a little bit like that. Now press Alt and H to bring everything back. And that should be looking good on the inside. Alright, so I'm going to get here. Let me take a look. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to press G twice and move it much closer than what we have right now. And I'm going to pull this in even closer, like that as well. I'm going to press Ctrl and R, add in 2 to this area, and that should be good. Alright, nice. Or maybe I should just add in 1, not 2. Let me see. Okay, let me just add in 1, and let's see how that looks. Alright, there we go. So let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. This is going to be all glass, so what we're going to do is, let me see. Let me go into edit mode of this, okay? Now I'm going to take that edge in the middle, this one right here, the one we added in. I'm going to press Ctrl and plus to increase the selection. I'm going to press Shift and D and then Y, and then we're going to move this in the Y axis just a little bit, like that, not too much, just a little bit. And I'm going to press E and then Y, and I'm going to extrude this in the Y axis just in front of what we have going on over there. Alright, so to some point about here should be good. Now let's get out of edit mode. Let's take this and delete it. So this is our new glass. I'm going to select all of that, press P and separate the selection. Now let's take this and let's go into edit mode. Now, how are we gonna see this? Let me go over here. Let's put up the subdivision surface so we can see this much better. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna press Ctrl and R through here, add in a loop cut in the middle here, and also let me add one on the outside. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of the faces here in the middle here, alright, and I'm gonna press X and delete the faces like that. Alright, nice. So what I'm gonna do next is to take the edge on both sides. So first of all, we're gonna take this edge over here. I'm gonna press F. Oh no, let's take the inner one first. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to press F all the way to the other side, like that. Alright, so with that done, we're going to do the same thing as well to this one. Take that one, press F all the way to the other side. And there we go. That should give us the glass we're looking for. Let me just hide this. I'm going to take a look at the inside here just to see what we have going on. Let me enable the subdivision surface on this. Let's see how that looks. Alright, not bad. So now we just need supporting loop cuts. So I'm going to press Ctrl and R3 here. Add one in here and move it pretty close like that. Add one over here, move it pretty close to the outside like that. And I'm pretty sure that will about do it. Let's just add one more here and pull it closer like that. And that should pretty much do it, I'm sure. Alright, let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Alright, good. Now there's only one more thing we have to do. That is, let me take a look at the inside. Alright, good. So Alt and H, I'm going to hide this one. Just one more thing we have to do. Let me take this and let's go into edit mode. Let's see. Let's put up the subdivision surface right here. And let me just zoom into this area. Let's see. This is going to be hard to look at. Let me select everything, press Shift and N, just to see if we can recalculate the normals. Alright, so this is the edge we have going on. I want to hide that. I want to hide everything else. No, hold on. I think we want to go to vertex select mode instead. I want to hide that. And I want to hide everything else as well. So this is the only thing we have. Alright. So first of all, what we want to do is, let me take this one. I'm going to press G twice, move it close to here. I'm going to take this, press G twice, move it close to here. Take this, G twice, move it close to here. Now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back, like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl and I, like this. Well, I'm going to take this one right here, or I don't know. Let's take all of these. No, let's hide these. Alright, let's take all of these. Let's press P and separate the selection. Now press Alt and H to bring everything back. So this should be a separate object now. This also should be a separate object. Now we're just gonna work on this one a little bit, and then we'll join it back to this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one and I wanna hide it, and I wanna take this one. Let's enable the subdivision surface. Alright, there we go. So let me just go into what do you call it? Wireframe. And I'm going to press Ctrl and R3 here. I'm going to add in about, I don't know. Let's see. This is what we have going on. So let me just take this one. Let me press G twice and bring it back to about this point. And let me see. Let me just add in about 3 over here. Let me add in 3 over here as well. And 2 over here. And I'm going to add 1 in the middle, I think. Yeah, that is quite good. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to increase the viewport for the subdivision to 2 on this one. I don't know if that is enough, but it's pretty close, I think. Let's try 3. 3 might actually be too much. So let me reduce that, and let's see. Maybe here's what we can do. Let's dissolve these edges again. So I think there was 3 in the middle of each. So 3, 3, and this side had only 2. Or 3, I don't know. I think I added 3 to that side as well. Okay, so this one goes away. So it's these 3, that 3, and finally these 2. So let's dissolve those. Now let's add in 4 to this side. Alright, let's add in 4 to this side, and let's add in 3 to this side. Now let me take a look at that. Alright, not bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the vertices or the edges from here to there, and from here to there, and from here to there. So when I press W, choose loop tools and choose space to evenly space them out like that. Alright, very nice. So let's get out of that. Now you can see at level 2 it looks much better. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply this at level 2. So click on apply to apply this, and let's go into, we don't need to solidify modify for this, so let's go into edit mode. We're going to go into vertex select mode, and what I'm going to do now is to insert the faces, okay, just a little bit like that. Let's bring up the menu here and let's enable individual like that, just like we did with the tail lights before this. And now all that we're going to do is, I don't know if this is enough, but let's try inserting it some more. So let's insert it again to about something like that. And now we're going to pull this, is it inwards or out? Okay, so we're going to pull this in this direction like this, and pretty sure that will do it, I'm sure. Yeah, let's pull it in some more, just a little bit more, just not too much. Alright, there we go. This should do it. Now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. I'm going to take this and hide it. Let's hide that. I'm going to take that, let's enable the subdivision surface, and let's delete the shrink wrap modifier. And there we go. Alright, let me take a look at this one. Let me go over to front view or back view, and let me see how it's covering that area. And as you can see, it is looking good. Alright, so with that done, all that we're going to do now is to take that one and take this one, and let me see. We're going to press Control and J, but that is going to make this one have some more subdivision surface, because this one has subdivision surface going on. So if we join this to that, it will have the subdivision going on, and that would increase the number of vertices. So maybe what we can do is, let's apply the subdivision on this one. Alright, so let's apply it. Now let's take this, take that one, and let's press Control and J to join them, and there we go. Alright, nice. That is looking great. Now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. Let's take this and then let's hide it. And I'm pretty sure that will pretty much do it. Yeah. So let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. And let's press the division sign to go back to global view. And as you can see, that is looking great. If I take this and hide it, no, not that one. Come on. If I take this and hide it, you can see we have that looking really good. Alright, so let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. That'll pretty much do it for this piece. I don't know why it took so long, but hopefully the next one doesn't take too long. The next one is going to be this piece up here. I don't know if you should do that right away, but taking a look at this, since it took over 18 minutes just to make this one, I'm pretty sure this one will take about the same time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to give this one to you guys as an assignment to do on your own. So I'm going to make this on my own off camera, but I will be showing you guys. I'll be going through the process that I used to make it, so you guys can understand it. In case you still have some troubles making it, you can find it easy to make it. So this one is not going to have a video. I'm just going to make a new video, and I'll explain to you guys how I did it before we move on to the next thing. So yeah, now before we do anything else or end this video, we're going to take each of the new objects that we created. I'm going to press Ctrl A and apply rotation and scale. I'm going to apply location as well. So let's hide that. Let's take this. Okay, I think we can apply all transforms like that. Now let's hide it. Alright, so that'll pretty much do it for these tail lights, I think. Now there's one more thing I want us to do before we actually end this video. It should be a quick one. Let's hide this. Or let's bring it. Let's go into edit mode here. I'm going to go over into front view right here. Come on. I mean back view. I want to go into back view, and here's what we're going to do. Let me see. Yeah, so we're going to create this hole we have going on here. As you can see, we have one on the back. It's not visible in this one. Let's see if we can find an image that actually shows it to us. Let me see. Hopefully you have that image in your collection. Let me see. I can't exactly find one, but yeah, I can't exactly find one, but I know there's a hole back there. So let's create that hole. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let me just take all of these, press Shift and S and choose Kaiser to selected. And how many vertices do we have going on here? It's let me see, it should be down here somewhere. Alright, 20 vertices. So we're going to add in, I don't know, 20. Let's try 20. So let's add in a circle. And let's reduce the number of vertices down to 20, like that. I'm going to minimize that. And let's scale this down to that circle area. So I think I'm going to make mine circular, because as you can see it's more oval. Or we could try to make it oval. I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Let's try making it oval. I don't know if that'll work, but I'll keep it circular. I'll keep it circular instead. Alright. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this. Let's take that back. Let's go into edit mode, go to back view. I'm going to change, okay, so I think we have the snapping element set to face. So just make sure you have project individual elements enabled. And then press G, hold control, and press enter. So it snaps onto the surface very nicely, like that. Alright, so what we're going to do next is, let's go over here. I'm going to take all of these, press X and delete the faces. Let's take all of that, take all of this, press space and type in bridge. Let's see how this works. Well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to take all of this, let's just scale it out just a little bit, like that. And I'm going to press F, I'm going to press I to insert this in just a little bit, like this. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to press X and delete the faces. Alright. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take all these, press Shift and S and choose Gazette to selected. Again, we have 20 vertices going around this, so we're going to add in a mesh UV sphere. Alright, so mesh UV sphere. I want to bring this up. I want to set this down to 20, I think. 20 should be it. Yeah, so 20. Now let's bring this down to, I don't know, 12 maybe. I don't know if 12 is enough. Let me see. Okay, let's go with 12. Now let's minimize this. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna scale this down. Scale it really down, like that. And I'm gonna take this, press Ctrl and plus until we get here. Ctrl and plus one more time. Press X and delete the vertices. Alright. So I'm gonna take all of these now. All of these right here. Let me get to the back. I'm gonna scale it up until it falls right on top of the ones over there. Like that. Very nice. Now I want to pull it in the y-axis, and I don't know, we should scale this in the y-axis a little bit, like that. Scale it some more. Scale it just a little bit more. Let's pull it in the y-axis outwards to this point. I think should be good. Now let's click on object, get out of that, click on object and select shade smooth. And the last thing now is to, let me see. Alright, let me scale this out until it falls right on top of that vertex. Let's get to back view. And let's zoom into this area. And let's scale out until it falls on it. Like that. Now I want to go to this side as well. Now we're going to have to move it in the y-axis until it falls on it. So G and then Y. I'm going to move it in the y-axis until it falls on it. Like that. Hopefully it's sitting right on top of it. Now I'm going to select all of that area. Let me get over here. I'm going to select all of this area right here, like this. And I want to press Alt and M and merge by distance. So it should get rid of 20 vertices, hopefully. So when I take everything now, press Shift and N to recalculate the normals, and I'm pretty sure that worked very nicely. So just going to press Ctrl and R3 here to, you know, shape that area much better. As you can see, that is looking really great. Now let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. And that was what I was looking to achieve. So hopefully you guys were able to get that as well. And that will pretty much do it for this video. So as I was saying, the lights that are up here are going to be an assignment for you guys to work on. So I'm not going to make that for you, but I will explain to you guys how I did it. And in the next video we might probably move on to making the, what do you call it, the number plates lights. Or we might actually move on to making the windscreen wipers. But whatever it is in the next video, I'll let you guys know. So I will see you guys in the next video.